Guys, how's it going? Keenan here. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how you can get results for real estate agents, okay? So whether you're a real estate agent yourself or, you have a marketing agency like I do and help real estate agents, okay? I'm going to show everything from the absolute best ads to run, how to actually sell these leads, if you're a marketing agency, how to kind of go about getting real estate clients, okay? And stay tuned to the end because I have a special surprise for you guys. So if you like this video, give me a comment, subscribe, hit the little dingy bell, you know the stuff. Let's go.
What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, I'm kind of a slave to my ambition. I ain't quitting till my shit is appraised. And I admit it, I predicted where I finish is crazy.
All right, cool, guys. So, you know me, I don't like to waste anyone's time. So I'm just going to hop right into it, okay? So this is all about running Facebook ads for real estate, okay? So a lot of people on the internet, on YouTube and stuff are all about, social media marketing, posting, all that stuff. I strictly do Facebook ads for a couple reasons, okay? So Facebook ads is the only thing really that can get you a direct ROI, okay? So you spend a certain amount of money and you get a certain amount back, right? You get actual leads that you can quantify, and for real estate agents, that's all they care about, okay? So if you spend $500 and get them 50, 100 leads, you can actually, track how much you spent per lead, show that to the real estate agent and make them happy. And if a certain amount of those convert to actual sales, that's all that really matters. That's all they care about. They're going to keep hiring you as a client, okay? So this is all about Facebook ads for real estate, the best ads to run. I really think you guys are going to get a lot of value from this, and you can take this and get a real estate client right now. Okay, so the best ads to run right now, can get $2 to $4 buyer leads, can get even lower than that if certain locations get even lower than that. But 2 to 4 is about average, and then 5 to 11 for seller leads. Now, seller leads are always more expensive, but real estate agents almost always want seller leads, so they are willing to pay a premium for them because many times they'll get a double-ended commission. They'll get the selling commission, and then oftentimes they're also a buyer, right? So they'll get the double-ended commission. Okay, so these are the best buyer leads for you guys to run right now, okay? I've done a ton of research testing. These are the best, okay? So a list of homes, right? So you want to do a list of homes around the median price range of the city, okay, of the area, right? So you'll say something like, we have a list of homes for $350,000 in the Dallas area, something like that. I'll show you an ad here in just a minute of an example, but that is one of the best ads to run right now. Another one is getting people to an open house, right? So this is probably the third best. List of homes is the second, but the open house, you can drive people to these open houses, and that can make a real estate agent really happy. They're used to getting, just a few people, and then all of a sudden you're getting a ton of people to this open house. They're gonna be pretty happy, okay? Because I know a lot of real estate agents, they don't necessarily like open houses because they don't know how many people are gonna show up. It might be a waste of time. But if you could drive a ton of traffic to an open house and help them sell that listing, they're gonna be pretty happy with you. Especially if it's more of a higher end home, okay? And then the single best ad to run right now, guys, is a single listing of a home, okay? So let's say you have a single listing of, a $350,000 house. You're gonna want to run an ad to that, getting people to opt in to learn more information, and then sending them to that listing, okay? And this is the best for a few reasons. One, it can't necessarily be duplicated by other agents, so there's not gonna be necessarily ads for that specific house, okay? So if you have an ad for a specific house in an area, it will perform pretty well because, technically there won't be competition on that single listing, okay? So this usually gets the best cost per lead, usually gets, the best conversion rates. So, but they all work great, guys. It's just the single listing is, the best right now, okay? So this is the list of homes example. So this is actually one that I found. It works very well. As you can see, it's a carousel ad, and these homes are under 349,000. So this isn't actually my ad. This is just an ad that I found to kind of show you guys. but these ads work great, right? So I'm in a bunch of groups. I know a lot of people use these ads and they work really well for them. You know, I personally move towards the single listing ads, but these ads do work very well. They get good cost per lead. And how it works is you get people to sign up, and then what you do is you go into your agent's, IDX, the back end software, where, you can send them, you can filter down to houses under 350,000, get a link and send the link to the lead that comes in, okay? So that way you don't want to send them to like a Zillow. You don't want to send them to any of those other like mainstream websites. You're going to want to send them to either the brokerage website, IDX, Matrix, all that stuff. Something that the actual agent has control over, not Zillow, okay? So, yeah, exactly like what I just said. And, a big mistake, guys, is... Okay, so you're going to want to send them to an IDX Matrix listing, on the landing page and follow-up email of the ad, okay? You don't want to send them to Zillow. You don't want to, send them a PDF, okay, guys? Do not do a PDF because you'll have to constantly change it. It will just be way more work than you need. You can send them a hyperlink of the IDX, where it constantly updates as new homes come in, so you don't have to change the link ever. You just have to change the ad, okay? And if you change, obviously the targeting from 350,000 in the previous example to, let's say, 300,000, you'll have to go in and change that. But that way you don't have to create a PDF, and, that's just a huge pain. No one wants to do that, right? So this alone could save you, so many freaking hours of work, okay? So, this video, if you only pay attention to this part, you're going to get a ton of value. Don't do a PDF. Make sure you get a hyperlink of the IDX. And that goes to the same for, the single listing home, okay? You don't want to send a PDF, and you don't want to send them to Zillow or anything else where they could send their information to someone else, okay? You don't want to do that. All right, and seller leads, right? So this is kind of like the magic of what all real estate agents want, okay? I usually try and sell buyer leads to the real estate agent first. But if they're, just because we can get so many more and they're cheaper, but a lot of real estate agents want seller leads, okay? So there are a few different ways to get quality seller leads, okay? So you have a home appraisal, a guide for preparing your home for sale, right? So a lot of people don't necessarily know how to stage their home effectively. They don't know how to do this. So if you send them a guide for preparing their home for sale, then they're a lot more likely to opt in if they are interested in selling, because no one really cares about staging their home unless they're thinking about selling. So that right there is a pre-qualifier. So that's a really good ad to run. And then tips to increase their home value if they're thinking about selling, right? So that's a really good ad to run as well, guys, okay? So the tips to increase home value. This is, like I said, a really good seller ad to run. So you're going to want to run 7 to 10 tips usually. And that's because, if you go over 10, like let's say you do 50 tips, that's almost overwhelming. Like, oh, that's too many tips. But if you say 7 to 10 tips, they're like, okay, these are the best tips for, increasing the home value of my house, cost effectively, that type of thing. You got to think of, the 80-20 rule, Pareto's principle. What are the 20% of things that will give me the 80% of return? Okay, that's what I use with pretty much everything in my life, including Facebook ads, right? So the 7 to 10 tips is the 20% that will give them the biggest return when selling their home, okay? And you really want to emphasize in the ad copy how easy it is for them to increase the value of their home with these tips, how easy it can be, how cost effective it can be, right? And you really want to also emphasize the getting their home evaluated by a realtor so the realtor can help them with this, okay? So that's usually what I put towards the top of, these tips, is have a realtor come in and evaluate their home and help them stage it, help them do all that stuff. Basically, I make it so that it seems as if the real estate agent will make their life a lot easier and it will be free for them. So really, there's no harm in them getting a hold of, my client, the real estate agent, to come into their home and help them increase their value, okay? That's really what I try to do. And, you really want to mention that they're going to get top dollar And these are the best ways to get, the biggest quote unquote bang for your buck, that type of thing. Okay. So they're the best way, the cheapest, most cost effective ways to do this. And, that there's so many different things that you can do a lot of research. I have stuff in, PDFs and stuff, but there's a lot of really, really good ways that you can do that. Right. But one of the most important parts, or actually the most important part, is you really, 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 really want to emphasize the follow-up with your agent, okay? If they're not willing to follow up, then it's just not going to work, okay? It can take up to 7, 8, 9 points of contact before the agent actually speaks with their potential client, okay? So it's super, super important that they follow up with these leads ASAP, okay? So they must follow up within 5 to 10 minutes of the lead coming in. I don't know where this statistic came from, but apparently it's true. I've heard it many times. Leads are 900% more likely to convert if they're contacted within 5 to 10 minutes of the lead coming in, okay? I don't know about you, but that is a crazy, crazy high percentage, of a sale if they contact within the 5 to 10 minutes. And I think it's within a half an hour, they are only 30% likely to convert or something like that. So they go from being super likely to not very likely at all. And that all comes down to the timing. So you really got to make sure that your agent can do that. But if they can't, there are services like, I believe it's LindaDesk and Agentology. I think those are the two that offer this service. Now, obviously, they cost money. They cost anywhere from $300 to $800 a month. But if your agent is willing to pay that, obviously you wouldn't pay that, but the agent would pay that if they don't want to follow up these leads. And those, the agents would pre-qualify those leads as well. So if your agent just doesn't have the time or is kind of lazy, doesn't want to do it, that is a service that you can offer them. Okay. So yeah, they must be willing to call, text, Facebook message, email, all that stuff. If they have a CRM, you're going to want to automatically connect the lead to their CRM, and there are automation ways to do that, okay? But if they don't have a CRM, I strongly encourage that you encourage them to get a CRM, okay? So there's tons of them out there. It's just, they have to do their research and decide which one that they think would fit them best. I've heard some really good things about, LionDesk, Follow Up Boss. There's a few other ones, lead something. There's tons of them, guys. So odds are they probably do have a CRM, but if they don't, you really want to encourage that they do, okay? So let's go over the math of how you can charge for these, these leads, how you can charge real estate agents anywhere from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5K a month, okay, for providing them with leads, okay? So let's do seller leads, and let's say that they get, the double-ended commission. So let's say that we get them 50 leads in a month at a 2% conversion rate. That equals one sale. Okay, so the sale price is $250,000, and let's say the buy price is $275,000. Okay, so they sell the house and then they also buy the house. So they get a 3% commission on each, right? So their total commission will be $15.75K. Okay, so that only a 2% conversion rate with 50 leads, you're gonna get them $15.75K, okay? So if your monthly retainer is $2,000 a month with $1,000 of ad spend, right? That's a 5-to-1 return. Most agents are going to be super, super, super happy doing that. And same thing with buyer leads. So let's assume a 3% commission rate. And you get 100 leads because you can get more buyer leads. And let's say it's the same 2% conversion rate, right? Sale price $250,000 times 2 equals $500,000. 3% of that, $15,000. There you go. Okay, still 5-to-1. So that is why you can charge a good amount to real estate agents. Okay, anywhere from 1 to, like I said, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some agents may not be able to afford $3,000 or $4,000 a month. And those are really the ones that you want to go for. But if you want, you can totally help out an agent get a bunch of leads with $1,000 a month. That's still a good retainer. A lot of people talk about, oh, you shouldn't charge less than $5,000 a month for this, stuff like that. And it's like, especially when you're first starting out, $1,000 a month, that's a pretty decent paycheck, And obviously, once you start getting them results, you can start to up the value ladder, start adding other services, maybe email drip campaigns, okay? And then maybe just increase your price as you start to get, better with the ads and start to get them more results, okay? So that leads me to my real estate program, guys. So honestly, you can take all this that we just did, honestly, and I think you're going to want to watch this continuing, but you can take all that and you can really, kind of run. You can take a list of homes, try and figure it out, all the automation, how to get text messages, emails, Google Sheets, CRM, all that stuff. Or you can stay here and listen about this, quick real estate program that I have. I teach you guys every single thing that I know about the real estate niche, including the best ads, swipe copy. I'm giving you all my swipe files, ad copy, targeting, for buyers and sellers, all of my ads, all of my funnels. I'm going to go through how to create these ads and have it all automated to the agent, Google spreadsheets, CRM, all that stuff, how to send the list of homes, house info, and selling guides to the leads when they give you that info, and how to sell agents, and, a ton of prospecting tips to easily get, $1,000 to $3,000 a month retainers, guys. Right? So I go over all the different prospecting, including this. So I'm still testing this out depending on when you're watching this video, but I will be going over my client acquisition funnel that I'm running on Facebook. And once I get that dialed down and I get a consistent, cost per lead, cost per conversation, and then cost per sale, I will upload that into this course, and only this course. So only the people that get in it and get in it now at this price will receive that, funnel as well. And I also go over everything on LinkedIn, BNI meetings, cold email, cold call, all that stuff, including my scripts, guys. So, I could easily charge $697 to $997 for this, and you would need one agent to, more than double, triple, quadruple your return on investment in the first month, okay? Right? So if you got one agent for $1,000 a month, that's it. Just one. That's all you got. Got them for 3 months, and I sold this for $997, right? That would be a 3-to-1 return on investment for you guys, okay? But I'm not going to charge you guys that. Not even close. I'm just not going to charge that, okay? The link is in the description, guys, for the price. Depending on when you're watching this, it might fluctuate a little, but I promise you it will not be even close to that. It's expensive, right? But it is only going to be available for a certain amount of people for a certain amount of time, okay? So this won't be around forever. And, depending on when you're watching this, it could be closed, right? So I want to help a certain amount of people, just really, really grow their business and get clients for real estate. There's so many real estate agents out there, so much opportunity. There's so much freaking money in real estate, guys. Like it's insane. So I just want to help you guys get a piece of the pie. You only need a few real estate agents to really make a good amount of money, guys. Okay. So I just want to help a certain amount of you guys really, really, blow up your business and get a bunch of clients and make a bunch of money and make them a bunch of money, right? It's all about providing them value as well. But you should be compensated for that. And I want to teach you guys how to do that. So if you have any question, guys, just leave them down below. I answer all the comments. I'm going to continually update this course. So once you get in at this price, you will stay in that course, guys. Like I'm not going to raise the price on you once you get in. So once you get in at this super cheap price, you'll be in the course forever, and you will get all of the updates, including the client acquisition funnel that I run and that you can copy and implement for your business, okay? So if you have any questions, guys, just leave them in the comments below, all right? And I will answer them, okay? So thanks for listening to this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you made it this far. And if you did, stay tuned for the next video. But I think you'll get a ton of value from this real estate course, guys. So if you're interested, click the link down in the description and you'll be taken right to it. So thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day and party on.
What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, I'm kind of a slave to my ambition. I ain't quitting till my shit is appraised. And I admit it, I predicted where I finish is crazy.